All right. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to get right into it. Let's see what Spirit has to say to us today. Ten of Wands is the first message that comes out. The Lovers underneath. So really coming to the end of something. The end of something difficult. Releasing something finally. Under the Lovers, I have the Seven of Pentacles. Really sizing up is what I'm getting. Sizing up things and what they're giving energetically to you at this time. It feels like with this Lovers card, and I'm going to keep this out because this feels very important. Ten of Wands, Lovers. Um, well, I'll just go deeper into that once I get more cards. I got a whole bunch of decks here, so let's see. Okay. Sea Turtle, Nurturer of Shells, which is the Queen of Cups. Under the deck. Yeah. We have the Fool, the Trickster. Leopard, Nurturer of Branches. Donkey, five of Fossils, and Raven, Messenger of Magic, which is the magician. Okay. So some sort of new path has been activated, but the Ten of Wands and the Fool feels like, um, and everything else actually, it feels like a trajectory has opened up that wasn't available before, and we'll start to get more and more signs of the opening of this trajectory as we move along the path, right? It feels like there's some physical burdens or physical actions that need to be taken in the everyday life that will lighten the load as far as bringing this energy in of the Lovers. This feels like that dynamic of masculine, feminine, twin flame, if that's your journey. That the divine masculine, divine feminine counterpart type thing. It feels like that is what this is talking about. It opened up a path, a doorway here, one that wasn't accessible before. With this Ten of Wands, it feels like it's closed now. Like um, it's activated something that closed a pattern of behavior that was draining. Um, the physical movement of just in general, it felt like you were just going backward. Nothing was progressing, right? That's what I'm saying here. That stuff was just pulling. Okay, so we're gonna gather some more information about the pulling because it feels like we need to know something about that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Dancer Prince underneath. Okay, so this is about the negative pull and what's because it's still showing up here. Ten of Wands, Five of Fossils. It feels like it's Seven of Pentacles. That all feels like again sizing up the things that are gonna make the journey forward lighter, especially with what we got coming in here. Framer six. The Six of Swords says Insight's Voyage. So it's making that journey lighter by releasing whatever this last bit is because it feels like there's a massive awakening and we feel it, we understand it. I'm getting that heart space, especially with this Lovers card, right? The feminine is desperately trying to activate the masculine heart right now in within ourselves and within our counterpart um, in this lifetime. And for what I've got coming through, uh, it's really about tapping into that feminine space. Yeah, I moved the Queen of Cups, and we got the Lovers again. Yeah, the Lovers again. Honeybee. Really having the Heart Awakener. It literally says Heart Awakener on there. So yes, going to a deeper level. I'm feeling, especially with this Queen of Shells. We're getting a lot of repeating cards that I'm now noticing. Okay. We've got the Queen of Cups twice, the Lovers twice. Talking about that specific thing, the heart activation. Now I understand why I was drawn to having so many different decks. The universe wants this message to be very like full circle. Because I was getting this message coming in that is, I feel like the last reflection, like it feels like some outside force is coming in, the counterpart, this divine counterpart, the physical person in reality, not the inner divine masculine feminine, but our counterpart in this lifetime. Uh, it feels like this message is for people who have had contact with them in the physical form, at least in some shape um, or form, you know? But you're going to be getting some sort of message that's really going to make you reflect on and release whatever isn't coming into the next phase of this awakening for the both of you. Because it feels like it's meant to make the journey lighter at this point, and it's going to really open up and activate the heart space. Like I feel it. I felt for a while like the my heart chakra was like pushed over. 411. I'm staying over here. Was pushed over, and it feels more, especially now that it's like more centered but still a little off. So this makes a lot of sense as far as why it's picking up on that energy. Something still needs to go beneath the surface on something, an understanding of something, um, to help the trajectory start, because there's this fool that's really staring at me right now that is saying to take a bold action towards something that you desire, because it goes from the Fool to the Queen of Wands, and then to the five of five of Pentacles and the Magician together. So a lot of big energy showing up here. But this Five of Fossils is still showing up on top of, as if it's like a block in the way of the Magician, the ability to move forward. It's looking back. So it's like things from the past, obligations maybe with this Ten of Wands is like holding back. So really, really looking at sizing up what actually you want, because this says vain reflection, really knowing without anybody else's input what you want in this experience, because you have this portal, this doorway, to close out an old cycle of heaviness and truly lighten the load, and move forward in that space of lighter energy. So I'm gonna get two of these. This was coming up so much. Okay. Cool. Another reference to bees. We had that the honeybee with Heart Awakener, and then bee, community, cooperation, and sweetness. And when I lifted the honeybee, we got the chariot underneath for the spirit of freedom, and the uh, eagle, guardian of feathers, wanted to reveal itself as well when I tried to put that down. So it feels like fast movement once some sort of truth is released. So I'm actually going to take this stuff too, because this feels very important. Yeah. Really understanding where we're letting go of things that are causing more stagnation or more burden than they need to be at this point. Especially with, okay, let's see. We got butterfly as one of the, this is a pretty butterfly. Transformation, joy, beauty, transience. Ooh, transience. That's like exploring the world, being here and there. So I'm going to read that one for sure. Moss agate keeps coming up for me recently. So that could be very important for the collective right now. Moss agate, positivity and change. So I'm going to read those. Yeah, I'm going to read those. Let's see. There's butterfly. Butterflies are commonly associated with beauty and joy. They are inspirational in their loveliness, but the journey they go through to achieve this metamorphosis is even more inspirational, if less pretty. Caterpillars must completely dissolve in the chrysalis, giving up their very physical selves. In the process of transformation, only once they have relinquished everything can only once they have relinquished everything can their physical matter be resembled as butterflies. That felt very significant with that. That Ten of Wands is really about that, like letting go. I mean, um, Seven of Cups is about letting Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands, Five of Fossils really speaks to letting go of things that are siphoning from these spaces because there's too much energy scattered about. With Seven of Cups, it's about emotional scatteredness, like having, um, yeah, just emotional scatteredness. With Seven of Pentacles, it's about understanding or sizing up the thing that you're creating in this moment and proceeding from there, weeding away what does serve the thing that's growing and keep going with that, or prune off what doesn't serve and or start from beginning, like this one says, relinquishing all, which could be what we're doing now with this. This very much so what this is saying. Ten of Wands uh, with the Fool, letting go of all these things, like all the excess that is not helping this this transformation process that's trying to happen. It's making it lighter with butterfly on that. The Six of Swords. The idea of what the idea of that much sacrifice can be overwhelming, even if the end result is glorious. Fear of change can also hold you back. Let the beauty and joy that await you inspire courage. Trust that achieving your goal will be worth it. The butterfly card urges you to not be afraid to let yourself grow and become something new. Reflection. Are you afraid to make a change, especially if this change means giving up parts of yourself in the process? B. Community, cooperation, sweetness. B inspires thoughts of sweetness and community. Bees work together, functioning in cooperation with others to advance the health and safety of their entire hive. Communication is essential to this goal. In the end, through hard work and service to others, they create something pure and sweet. Honey. It's the sweetness of honey that reminds us to be kind to others. The Bee card asks you to consider if you feel fulfilled and connected in your relationships, or if you need to communicate your needs to others more. Remember to be kind whenever you can and to meet any challenge with an open heart. That's very significant, especially with this. Because after this reflection, the heart is going to be very open and it's going to be very vulnerable. Um, and truths are going to have be coming out with all of this. So it's saying to really sit in that space and allow it. Remember to be kind whenever you can and to meet any challenge with an open heart. What reflection? What part of your life needs clearer communication? How can you work more effectively with others? Right? That speaks again to that divine counterpart connection. Like there's something about having a clear communication or having clear communication with the people currently, um, to be able to open up that space, right? Let's see if I can find change. This is Moss Agate, positivity and change. Change can be daunting. Again, this is talking about this change. Ten of Wands, the Fool. Something is completely ending and something else is starting. A new beginning. Something is opening up the heart space, breaking it open and setting it free. But it's within the process of letting go all of these extra things in all the spaces. So that's, I'm saying things because it's literally in all the spaces. We've got the swords, the wands, the pentacles, the cups, all of it. So it's all there. It's saying that there's a massive shift. That's why it's so much powerful energy right now with all these cards that have come out. So there's a huge change coming. The Moss Agate card reminds you that status, while comfortable, denies you the growth and development that your spirit needs to evolve. Moss Agate offers you the foundation or a safe space to explore and plan for the future. You're holding back from change because you feel unprepared. Moss Agate can help. Moss Agate attracts positivity, positive energy, a boon when you are uncertain about shifts and transformations in life. Call on this stone to help set good foundations and prepare yourself for future change, or simply when you crave emotional balance, which we see that. So tap into the, even if you don't have a Moss Agate, tap into that energy of Moss Agate. Um, if you'd like to find them, I'm sure that would be nice as well. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful jewelry with Moss Agate in it, rings and things like that. Reflection. Is there an upcoming change that you have been avoiding that you need to make peace with? That's what this is talking about. What do we need to make peace with? Vain reflection, really looking at it, understanding it, being honest with ourselves about it, guardian of feathers, and moving forward with the knowledge, at least, of that to really open up this channel area, because it feels like between the heart and the throat there is a density that is trying to free right now. So it feels like that's what spirit wants us to work through, this heart awakening and upper heart and throat chakra awakening, because it's going to align everything back to where it was. It feels like the crown and the third eye are being hindered by this. And the lower chakras, it's like the spaces that like middle ground, 444 on the clock as I'm looking down. So yes, it's really about the foundation, what we're building off of. So letting all these things go is going to really allow us to get into the goo phase fully, and then build off of a solid foundation, especially with that 444 showing up just now. It's showing that there's an access to a timeline happening through truly understanding and sitting with and reflecting on and even moving forward in accordance with this heart activation, um, higher heart, throat activation. Because you'll feel it once it activates, it'll have this like flow, this channel flow, because it feels like it's the only part that's going through that transformation right now. I'm going to split these two. Yeah. Yeah. We got the 10 of, well, actually, yeah, the 10 of feathers, which is the 10 of swords. Another show that there's something completely ending, and it is through this understanding. So there's that clear channel, the clear channel of understanding. That's how we achieve that, is really being in alignment. Um, is we are fully in alignment, so now we know where to move from. It's the whole thing is clear. So it's coming again full circle, like I wanted to do in the beginning, showing up right here at the end, saying that there's some sort of ending happening here, a really powerful ending. There's an activation not only within the masculine feminine within, but also within our divine counterpart in this world, whatever we express as, and whatever they express as. They're moving closer because we've allowed this transformation to go underway, and now it's time to start to let go of that final bits of stuff that's going to be coming up and really reflecting on them to gain more clarity. And that's just going to keep happening naturally through the process of elimination, is what my guides are saying. Is it our bodies and our minds are going to eliminate the things naturally that are going to slow us down in this process. So emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, we're going to start to stop it, wanting or desiring things that cause us those slowdowns or stops or pivots or stagnations, and we're going to have more of a clear and open channel to really get the ball rolling, because I see with this chariot especially, it's time for like not only movement but like fast movement in the forward direction, towards this new beginning with the foal. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next one.